How I won $4,000 in just a few days. There are 3 steps on exactly what I did, and I'm going to share them with you now. My name is Karen Medeiros, and I am the founder of Manifestation Master Academy. I have been practicing manifestation, mindset, everything for well over a decade now, and I could talk about this forever. So let's get into it. All right, step number 1. How I won $4,000 in just a couple days. I specifically asked for it. So I'll give you a little backstory about how I won. So my girlfriend called me a few days ago and asked if I wanted to go to bingo. Yes, I like bingo. I love it. And so we went to bingo, and the bingo hall that we go to has some slots in it. And we don't normally play the slots. When, bingo, there is a break, we talk. It's like a 10-15 minute break, and then we go back to bingo. But that day, for some reason, I was like, you know what? When we break, I'm going to go over to the slots. There is a dollar machine over there that I want to play, and I think I'm going to win. And she's like, okay. So off I went on our little break, and I went over to the machine, and I knew exactly how much money I was putting in. I was going to put in $100, but I was like, let me put in 80 first. I put in the $80. Boom, I won $4,000. So the backstory is that I asked for $4,000 to $5,000. So last week I was online. The family and I are going on vacation. There's 4 of us, and I narrowed our vacation down to 2 hotels, 2 resorts. And so all the resorts and the plane fare cost either $4,200 or $4,500, and the other one cost, I think, $5,200. And so I can take it out of my savings account, but I know better. And so I was like, okay, so I would love for that money to come in. I'd like to use it for this specific trip. I would like this amount of money, and I would like it within this time frame. So that was step number 1. I did. I wrote it all in my gratitude journal. I sat there. I put the energy forward, and I specifically asked for it. Step number 2 was I felt that it was already done. When I was in that moment of asking for it, I felt like it was done. That is a key that most people miss, is because if you don't feel like it's done, it's not here. And the way that we ask for things is that we ask, and then we believe that it's already on its way. Step number 3 was I had faith that it was already done, which is hard, I get. But when you've been practicing this over for a decade, you just know, you have that belief, you have that faith that it's already on its way, and that all you have to do is just wait for it to happen. Now, it only took me a few days to bring that manifestation in, and I will tell you how. Can anybody just do that? I have been working on myself, my mindset, my energy for over a decade now. Gratitude is one of the biggest things that always comes back to on helping my manifestations come true. So I have been practicing gratitude for a decade. And when I say that I practice gratitude every single day. I am so consistent with my gratitude. That is why I feel my life is fucking great. Is because I have been so grateful over the last decade. When a decade before, if you know my story, I was waiting in cash money lines because we were living paycheck to paycheck. Now, it's a completely different story because of gratitude. Along with practicing gratitude every single day. So how I practice gratitude is I write in my gratitude journal every single day. Of course, I miss a day here or there, and it's fine. It's no big deal. But every single day, I write in my gratitude journal 5 things that I am currently grateful for. So I find those things. Usually I think about the day before. What are those things? I lay them out. And then I write 5 things that I want to manifest. So these are my manifesting desires. Those 5 things are the exact same 5 things every single day until that thing manifest, then I replace it with something else, or I no longer want to manifest whatever it is that I'm manifesting, and I replace it with something else. So I'm constantly confirming, this is what I want. Thank you for bringing it. You always write your manifesting desires in the present tense, so you're knowing that it's on its way. Some things that I have wrote there, that I write in that manifesting desires will take years to manifest. But if it's something that I truly, really want, I will never stop writing it until it comes true. Some things will take days, weeks, months. And I've learned how to change my energy. You don't need to learn so much about changing your energy when you practice gratitude. Because when you practice gratitude, your energy isn't hard to change because you're always in this gratitude state. If you are always in this gratitude state, and I don't mean like 24/7. Of course, I get pissed off, I get mad, I get upset, I get frustrated, all of that stuff. But it's important that when you feel all of those type of emotions is that you bring yourself back to a gratitude state. Things can happen that I don't want to happen, but I know that I look into whatever is happening and I'm like, what's the lesson here that I need to learn? And then I feel gratitude for it. And so if that is one thing that you're not doing currently right now, I would suggest pick up a pen, pick up a notebook, grab a gratitude journal. I have one on Amazon, or get a plain notebook. That's exactly how I started, is just get a plain notebook, write 5 things that you're grateful for every single day, 5 manifesting desires that you want to manifest, and then just start practicing gratitude throughout the day. Open up your fridge. Man, I'm grateful that there's food in this fridge. Turn on the light, turn off the light. Man, I'm grateful that I have electricity in this house. I am telling you, those little things will help. So here's your homework. I want you to think of one thing that you want. Let's just say that we're talking about money. I want you to specifically ask for a certain amount of money. I want you to be specific. I want you to write down how much money you want. I want you to write down exactly how much money or where that money is going to go. What are you specifically going to do with that money? You have to be specific with what you're going to do with that money or what you want to do with that money. Then after that, I want you to write out a little story of, for an example, I'm using that money to go on vacation. So I would write, I am so grateful for the $4,000. I've used this money for my family vacation. We went to blah, blah, blah. We had so much fun. Here's what we did. I want you to write out the journey of how you use that money. Like, what's that story? Like, it's already happened. Do you understand? Then from there, I want you to fold that up and I want you to put that in a place. I want you to tuck it away. So it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. You have already felt it happen. Now, that piece of paper, that story, it's already put away. Now I want you to feel like it's done. So I want you to really sit here and I want you to close your eyes. I want you to breathe and I want you to vision what is on that piece of paper. If you were very, very specific on that piece of paper, writing out, you can see it in your mind. You can already see it playing. So I want you to sit and I want you to see it and I want you to visualize it and I want you to feel like it's done, like it's already happened in your mind. Then I want you to wait and have faith. I want you to have so much faith that you know that it's on its way. Even if you give it a timeline, because you always want to kind of give it a timeline for urgency. But even though if it does not arrive within that timeline, you still need to believe that it's on its way. It may not happen the way that you think it's going to happen. I didn't know I was going to win $4,000 at the slot machine. Like, are you crazy? Had no idea. I thought maybe I would go and win some money at bingo. I did, but not really. You know what I mean? You have to have faith that even when it doesn't show up when you think that it's supposed to, It's literally going to show up at a different time. And that's it. Super simple. Then, when all of it happens, you've went on your journey, I want you to message me. Find me here, social media, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you can find me. And I want you to personally message me and tell me exactly how it happened. It's gonna blow your mind. I drop a new video every single Tuesday. So if you love this content, you wanna learn more, change your mindset, manifest things, attract things into your life, give me a follow, give me a subscribe, and I hope to serve